Orator 1 inhales in the background. The Danish Ministry of Defense has confirmed that it will shoot first and ask questions later in the event of a US invasion of Greenland. This was reported by The Telegraph. According to the publication, the rules from 1952 are still in effect. That is, if foreign troops invade the country's territory, including Greenland, Danish soldiers are required to open fire immediately without waiting for orders from above. This specifically refers to a military invasion. In this case, the principle is defense first, investigation later. Earlier, US President Donald Trump confirmed his intention to annex Greenland, a NATO territory that he considers important for the national security of the United States, specifically if necessary by military force. According to experts, this move will likely mark the end of the NATO alliance. As political analyst Taras Berezovets notes, the future of NATO is at stake, as well as the relationship between the US and Europe.
All of this is already intensifying the contradictions between the United States and its allies in Europe. The Europeans have all come together as a united front and declared that they support Denmark and will continue to support it going forward. But everyone understands that no one in Europe is ready for direct confrontation, not even military confrontation, but any confrontation at all with the United States. Everyone would like to avoid it.
European allies are already holding urgent talks about how to respond to a possible US attack on Greenland. As Politico writes, Europe has 4 options to prevent the annexation of Greenland. The first is a compromise that would allow Donald Trump to claim victory while Denmark and Greenland could save face. The second is large-scale financial support for the island to offer terms more attractive than those of the Americans. The third is a tough economic response to the US, including trade measures. The fourth option is the deployment of European troops in Greenland as a deterrent factor.
Trump's team assessed the possibility of a military takeover of Greenland. Deputy White House Chief of Staff Stephen Miller stated that Greenland should belong to the United States, without directly ruling out the option of a military takeover of the island.
The official position of the United States is that Greenland should be part of our collective security apparatus. This has been the official position of the U.S. government since the beginning of this administration. The president has been very clear on this matter.
Miller avoided answering the host's direct question about the possibility of deploying troops, stating, however, that no one would go to war with the United States militarily over the future of Greenland. Miller also questioned Denmark's claims to the island.
The main question is, on what grounds does Denmark claim control over Greenland? On what grounds does it make its territorial claims? On what basis does Denmark consider Greenland its colony?
Politico predicts that Washington may try to take advantage of a politically opportune moment in the coming months to gain control over Greenland. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen stated that a possible US attack on Greenland would mean the end of NATO. She called for the words of the head of the White House to be taken seriously. At the same time, the US State Department published a message to Russia on its Russian-language account on X: "Don't play games with President Trump. President Trump is a man of action. Didn't know? Now you do," the message said. Notably, the post was published a few days after American intelligence services evacuated President Nicolas Maduro from Venezuela as part of a military operation. In addition, Pentagon Chief Pete Hegseth mocked the effectiveness of Russian weaponry in Venezuela. He noted that nearly 200 American soldiers carried out a raid in Caracas and added that it seems the Russian air defense systems did not perform very well.